Federal conspiracy bucket. Associates of accused Charlie Kirk killer could face legal peril. This isn't just a headline, it's a warning. Investigators are now asking, did the accused gunman act alone, or was there a wider network that helped make this tragedy possible? Tonight, we break down what this federal conspiracy bucket really means, who could be caught in it, and why the legal stakes just got much higher. On September 10th, 2025, the nation was shaken when conservative activist Charlie Kirk was shot while speaking at Utah Valley University. The shooting sent shockwaves through the audience and across the country, raising urgent questions about security, political violence, and accountability. Within hours, authorities identified and arrested 22-year-old Tyler Robinson, who is now facing multiple charges: aggravated murder, felony discharge of firearm causing serious injury, and obstruction of justice. These are among the most serious charges under Utah law, carrying penalties that could mean life in prison or even the death penalty. Robinson has been ordered held without bail, as prosecutors argue he poses an ongoing risk to public safety. According to investigators, Robinson even admitted involvement to a family member, a claim that adds weight to the prosecution's case, though his defense will almost certainly challenge the reliability and context of such statements. But the story doesn't end with Robinson. What has captured national attention is the possibility that others connected to him could soon face charges as well. Federal prosecutors are now reviewing whether anyone who aided, encouraged, or coordinated with Robinson might fall under what they describe as the federal conspiracy bucket. This legal concept is broad. It doesn't only target the person who pulled the trigger, but anyone who can be shown to have knowingly contributed to the crime. That could include providing transportation, supplying resources, offering financial help, sharing plans, or even encouraging violent intent. Legal experts explain that conspiracy charges are powerful because they don't require prosecutors to prove someone carried out the act themselves, only that they were part of an agreement or took actions to help make it possible. In past high-profile cases, this has meant that individuals who supplied weapons, assisted with travel, or sheltered suspects were convicted alongside the main perpetrator. The stakes, therefore, are incredibly high. If investigators find evidence of communication or coordination between Robinson and others, those associates could face decades in prison or even life sentences. At the same time, prosecutors and investigators are reminding the public of a crucial point. Due process applies to everyone. Being a friend, classmate, or acquaintance does not make someone guilty. To bring conspiracy charges, the government must prove intent, knowledge, and active participation. Every person under investigation is entitled to the presumption of innocence, legal representation, and a fair trial. Beyond the courtroom, the shooting has already sparked widespread debate. Universities and organizations are reassessing security protocols, with some calling for stricter checks, metal detectors, and closer coordination with law enforcement before high-profile events. Politicians and commentators are discussing the rise of political violence in America, with many warning that tensions have reached a dangerous level. Media coverage has been intense, with panels of legal scholars, civil liberties advocates, and former prosecutors debating what this case means for freedom of speech, political expression, and public safety. Meanwhile, investigators are combing through every aspect of Robinson's background, his digital communications, financial records, and personal connections. The goal is to determine whether this was truly the act of a lone gunman or part of something larger. If evidence surfaces of planning or support from others, federal indictments could follow, and the federal conspiracy bucket could widen to include new names. Experts say plea deals and cooperation agreements may also play a role, as prosecutors often use these tools to secure testimony and strengthen cases. Looking ahead, Robinson's case will move through the courts, with initial hearings expected to focus on the reading of charges and the presentation of evidence. At the same time, federal authorities will continue to weigh whether additional arrests are justified. For the public, this means an ongoing story with many unanswered questions. Who, if anyone, helped Robinson? How far will investigators go in applying conspiracy law? And what will this case mean for future prosecutions involving politically motivated violence? For now, what is certain is that Tyler Robinson faces life-changing charges. Charlie Kirk's shooting has become a defining national moment, and the phrase federal conspiracy bucket may soon reshape how prosecutors handle cases that extend beyond a single suspect. The eyes of the nation remain fixed on Utah, as investigators, prosecutors, and courts decide not only Robinson's fate, but also whether others will be pulled into one of the most closely watched legal battles in recent memory.